Now, you know I'm going to tap and see what's that graffiti tea on this Sunday. Baddies come on tonight. I am totally a baddies fan. Okay. But, you know, sometimes I don't like to see them ladies fighting like that. Y'all too pretty to be doing that. But I understand you got to get your dollar. But let me tell you, those hands you got, you can be using them in some other ways. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Because Spirit always come through. So this reminds me of a baddie time. So you got some baddies out there that acting bad, huh? We're gonna find out crossing the line. See, didn't I just say we got some baddies out there that's just acting bad, crossing the line, going too far, pushing boundaries and things like that. You understand? Watch those boundaries you push, because let me tell you something. You're gonna push the person they'll not know their power and do not know their power, okay? You don't know their power, you don't know their struggles, you don't know their strengths, you don't know their raws, you don't know their beast, okay? Calm down on those boundaries that you cross, and look, telling white lies and things like that, you know, lying on people just for clout, I want to say, just for money, I want to say, just for reputation, I want to say. Mind the reputation that you chasing out here in this world, because you got little people looking up to you, okay, in some type of way. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. And when you out there chasing a dollar like that, and them little ones looking up to you like that, this is where they get that attitude from, and where they feel like they need to chase that dollar. You gotta help them to chase the Most High Divine Creator, so they can get it the right way and be satisfied when they get it, and they ain't gotta be all beating each other up or beating themselves up to get it in some type of way. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. See, they got that energy right there, that always wanting to fight energy, that energy to think that they baddies in this world by the reputation that they want to hold, you know what I mean? Sunk cost facility, like, you know, stays in situations that that's no longer beneficial to them. They gotta learn how to move on, you understand? And it's not, I'm not talking about the show, I'm talking about the baddies of this world who think they the bad girls because of the show that they do watch, or because of the things that they do see, or because of the reputation they see other people's hold and stuff like that. So they feel like they got to keep up with that reputation. So mind what you put out in this world, because all you guys are creating is generational karma with your little ones, okay? With the little sisters, the little brothers, the little children, your own children that's watching you act and behave in this type of way, okay? People are losing their lives trying to be a baddie out here. People are losing their lives trying to be somebody that they are totally not, all because they see somebody with a reputation, you understand? And then you got this person hating on this innocent person, don't even know why they hating. Now here they go striking and fighting and killing and knifing people, you understand? Mind that energy of wanting to be something that you are not, okay? Especially a bad reputation, because you don't want to hold that bad reputation. Understand, those type of women that hold those bad reputation, they have a hard time out here, and they got to do strange things to get some change out here. So be mindful of doing things that you ain't comfortable doing, because you're trying to fit in, okay? Watch them people pointing the fingers at you. You want to be a baddie so bad, but the people around you got a bad reputation, so now you do too. And it's all false accusations, because that's not even you. That's not how you are, and things like that, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Mind that energy, I'm trying to tell you. Here we go with this same woman or this same girl that just like to tell lies on you, that like to gaslight you and things like that, you know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, girl, that look good on you, and then go around here and talk about you, you know what I mean, to the other one, you know what I mean? Trying to cover things up, you know, always bending the truth, always lying, you understand? Why them lips were like that, you know, them big lips they must have some big lips, you know what I mean? Them lips that sink ships, okay? Because they talk too much, they do too much of this, and they a lot of fakeness, a lot of fake shit around them, okay? They always faking this and faking that, and just to get what they want, okay? Just the reputation that they gotta hold. So now they gotta become this fake person that is not authentic, and people can see straight through your lies, straight through your bullshit. You know what I mean? You are unwelcomed. You are unwelcomed in the light. You are unwelcomed in somebody's space that don't want you there. You know what I mean? This is the reputation of being a baddie, or being the one that want to fight all the time, or being the one that want to be the center of attention all the time. You understand? This is the type of energy that you're pulling into yourself, and it's not a good one. You understand? And I feel like somebody needs to talk to this person and kind of pull them and redirect them, and because this is the type of energy that you don't want to support, where you see somebody is going to doom their self over money, you know, over materialistic gain, over the worldly things and things like that. You understand? That right here, this right here is calling for trouble. Trouble, 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 okay? And I feel like somebody name could be that. A woman too. Somebody named Trouble, okay? Fake applause. This person is just super fake around you, always acting like they cheering for you, but then talking about you behind your back, and you know it, and you feel it, and you sense it, and you can tell. You understand it? And this is like they are insecure about themselves. So it's an insecure force that they place in amongst you to make you feel insecure, to make you feel like you're the one, to make you feel like you're not enough. You understand? You are always enough, okay? You are always enough. And don't forget that, like, they always want approval from something in some type of way, okay? Fake compliments and shit like that, superficial support, acting like they support you, and they really don't. They waiting to see you fail. They love when you call on them with the bad news that's happening to you. So watch who you talking to, okay? And I've been picking that up too. Quiet and silent manifestations. Keep your dreams, keep your aspirations and your goals to yourself silently. Speak to the Most High Divine Creator when you want to talk about them, when you want to boast about them, when you want to brag about them, when you want to speak about them. Talk to the Most High Divine Creator. Because when you constantly speaking over the manifestations or what you want to do over your life to anybody else, here they go, picking it up. And now you watching your dreams come true through somebody else. So keep your manifestations silent and keep them to yourself, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. And this is this fake support right here. You understand? This is a rumor mill. She just, the same person that act like they support you when you hear this and that about yourself, she the one that's usually spreading it, or he the one that's spreading it, and you hearing it about yourself, and they right there right next to you like, oh, but you know, I got you, and this and that and the third. You pay attention to their behaviors, their actions, their words, and what they say. You know, secrets spreading quickly, you know what I mean? The secrets that you know you only told certain people, and you know only out of those certain people which one would go ahead and run their mouth and make rumors about you and all of that stuff, spreading like wildfire. You know, too many people in your business. That's why I say keep your shit to yourself, okay? Don't let nobody get it. Don't let nobody get it, okay? A regretful hookup. So this could be like a regretful situation, knowing that, damn, I shouldn't have said nothing to this person because now look what happened. Yes, now look what happened. So listen, don't regret the situation. Don't feel bad about the situation. Learn from it. Now you know what not to do with the next person. Don't go running your mouth about what you're going to do about this and that. And don't tell your business to people who you think you can tell it to, because sometimes you can't tell it to them. They be the ones that's hating on you the most. You understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. See, you regret this encounter with this person because it's not a mutual respect. It's not a mutual loyalty. You hear me? Because I've been feeling like there's a lot of loyal people out here that's being loyal to the wrong people. You understand? You're giving your energy and space and time to where it's not even being reciprocated, where it's not even being appreciated, in other words. So mind who you're giving your loyalty to, and mind who that mutual respect or where it come from, or who you shaking your hands with, because you can't shake your hands with everybody. You can't hug everybody. You can't high five everybody. You can't put everybody on a pedestal. You understand? Because those be the 9 times out of 10. That is not your friend. That is not your companion. That is not your spouse. That's not your lover. That's not your everything. You understand? So mind with the things that you like and love, because sometimes the things we like and love is not for us. It's not what we need. You got to pay attention to what you deserve. You understand? You know your worth. You know where you deserve. You know what you want to do. You understand? These are the type of people that's always dodging your questions, always avoiding the conversation instead of having the conversation to bring clarity to what needs to take place. You hear? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through, because Spirit always come through. Be mindful of that, okay? Watch out for them one night stands, because they ain't it, okay? I'm sending you love, light, and prosperity. Namaste. Happy day.